Fly like an eagle. Fly to the heavens in your prayers. That's what we've been talking about the last few sessions. So part of that imagery of the eagle that is helpful is that eagles have incredible eyesight. So when they're hunting prey, they can see a small animal like a rabbit as far away as 2 miles away. That is incredible eyesight that God equipped them with. God has given us eyesight in the Spirit. He's given us spiritual discernment. Spiritual things are discerned spiritually. We have the Spirit of God joined to our spirit. And so God teaches us directly how to hear from Him. He teaches us directly how to love people because He has the reins over our heart if we allow Him to do that. And we can know God in an incredibly deep way, both with our intellect and also what scholars refer to as the ineffable experience of God that is beyond human words and yet perhaps is the most powerful and convincing way of experiencing God. It makes sense that since God is infinite and we are merely finite human beings, He is much bigger than our human minds can contain. And so for centuries, people have been trying to explain the amazing experience of knowing God without words. The prayer of silence. I love quotes from people saying, God's first language is silence, and everything else is a poor attempt, to expand on that because He can make Himself so real in silence. But of course, in order to access that silence, we have to simply choose to be with Him. There's no particular techniques that you have to use. There are many examples that different leaders have talked about. It's basically turning to God often, sitting with God, and letting Him love you. Gazing on God and sensing Him there gazing back at you with a loving gaze. We grow in spiritual discernment by using the habit of renewing our minds. We behold the glory of the Lord and we're transformed through that process. That's from 2 Corinthians 3. So Colossians 3 says, if you've been raised with Christ, then seek the things that are above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your minds on things that are above, not on things that are on the earth. And so you might feel more like a squirrel crawling on the ground than an eagle that's flying. That's okay. Don't judge yourself for feeling like you're a beginner in prayer. I think we're always going to be beginners in prayer. But take time to gaze on the Lord, realize that He has given you the capacity, and sustain a habit of waiting on Him over a long period of time, and you will see changes.